All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. You ready for some high-speed action tonight? Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Daytona International. All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV.
TurnLeftTV. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, and we've got a big one for you tonight. Daytona International, 80 laps here in the second race of the season. It's the Saturday Showdown Series. 80 laps at a great track, man. Who doesn't know Daytona, huh? It's race number 2, baby. Things heating up in this series, and we got a lot of drivers out here. Let's see who's going to take home the victory. There's only one way to find out, and that is watch it right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, the Saturday Showdown Series in action. We got a lot of Euro drivers out here, some folks from Russia, all around the world. It's Daytona tonight, race number 2, and it is live right here on TurnLeftTV. All right, hey, thank you so much for coming in. Better hit the right song, huh? Wow, already messing up. Appreciate you being here tonight. Thanks so much for coming in. We got a lot working behind the scenes here. Right now showing 18 drivers in the server. Already got some chatters in here. Claudio Bardelli Jr., Richard Brooks as well. Oh my gosh, Thomas Gowon, Thomas Comerford in here. My gosh, and Emmy Wallace. Aw. And this is the Saturday Showdown Series. 2.5 mile over the oval here tonight at Daytona International. I'm your broadcaster, commentator, Heath Johnson. This is round number 2, December 11th, man, just a couple weeks. We got Santa Claus visiting. Maybe he'll make an appearance on the track. We'll take a look at here at Daytona. 2.5 mile tri-oval. Banking in the turns at 31 degrees, banking in the tri-oval at 18 degrees. And I'll tell you, this is a track where a lot of guys have a chance of winning this race. But you have to have some friends here in order to pull it off, because you're not going to be able to win it by yourself. And that's it is an easy track to drive, but you really cannot get out there and drive alone without having some help. I mean, the draft is really pretty significant at this track, so got to make sure you're working with somebody. Tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. That is EliteHostingUSA.com. Right now in the qualification session. Sergeant Jordan Schwartz is his first race out here with us. Paul Brown, the top time, 47.747. Michael Brooks now out on the track. His qualification attempt in the 03 car. Jimmy Wallace says, "What's up?" Not much, man. Just loving the weekend. Michael Brooks finishing up his qualification session there. Currently 8th on the grid. But Jesus Iglesias, the 00 car, looks like he's overheating right now. They always said Jesus was hot. He is smoking. Johan Tavares. Good to see Johan out here, one of our Caribbean drivers. .667 is Johan's time. Atlanta Motor Speedway headed your way. 120 laps, race number 4 in that Saturday Night Thunder. Should be a great one, man. Racing starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we should see a big field here for this one. Atlanta's always a fun track. And the Saturday Night Thunder series is an open setup series. If you'd like to join us, there's a Discord address. Come on out and give it a look. Johan finishing up his qualification attempt, 48.526, good for 14th on the grid. Again, thank you for coming in and joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Peace to everybody out there. My gosh, are we okay? I think we're behaving. Oh, my dog's behind me. Come here, Sadie. Hey. My dog is behind me right now. That's what that looks so funny. What's she doing? Licking a plate. Paper plate. Here we go. Here, say hi to the crew, Sadie. Come here. There she is. Oh, come on. She's going to get on the screen, but it's not tall enough. See her. There she is. Good dog. You're on the stage right now. Oh, hey, thanks for coming in. Hey, what about that, man? The dog makes an appearance in here, so now she's showing her hips. She's wanting to lick the plate. Paper plate. Those are her treats. Hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for Sadie's sake. Just do it for Sadie's sake. And then also, please go down to the description of this race and click on those links in the to follow them over to the Fanatec website and help me out here at TurnLeftTV. Appreciate everybody being here. Peace to everybody. And again, especially Emmy and Thomas for coming in here. Appreciate that. Spending a little time on this. Is Sadie stealing the show right now? That's nice. Got a great bunch of videos down there. Check out the last night's race there at Martinsville. And Sadie enjoyed the race, that's for sure. So, kind of crazy. Make sure our side-by-side is working. Looks like it is. That's good news. Always enjoy when things are working correctly. The Saturday Showdown schedule. We have Charlotte Motor Speedway coming up next week, and then we're off for Christmas. Bristol Motor Speedway on New Year's Day. Man, oh my gosh, everybody is going to be hungover and pissed and mad as hell and going to be racing at Bristol Motor Speedway. What a great way to take out your frustrations is go out to Bristol Motor Speedway on the day after New Year's Eve and try to work out some frustration. Sergey Butsev says, how is it named? Her name is Sadie. I think her name, when I adopted her, was like Petunia or something like that. And we got rid of that name and gave her the name Sadie. And I kept it a little bit. It's Sadie. Her full name is Sadie Purple Petunia. There you go. It's good to see Sergey Butsev in here cheering on his friends. Some of the guys from Russian rFactor 2. Great bunch of guys over there. Man, they have really a fantastic crew. So tonight, Daytona International, 80-lap race at a great track. All right, we're back. Next Friday, we'll be at Pocono Raceway with the Friday Night Bushwhacker Series. It's a great Xfinity series, very popular. 70 laps there at that tricky triangle. Race number 7 of the season. Racing starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and a great series, man. Very storied series here at HORL. Been around for a long time. So the Xfinity series will be in action at Pocono on December the 17th. At 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and of course it'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. Got about 4 minutes left in the warm-up session. Don't forget to join us over at highoctaneracing.net. You get updates on point standings, links to TurnLeftTV, also what guys are running throughout the week, and then any announcements we have as far as a new series. Also look back at the old screenshots, past winners, champions.
Soul.
Who got the big win last week in the inaugural race? It was Paul Brown. He and John Stanley, tight little battle there at the end. Also, Dennis Vandeven in that, Leon Ganari in that as well. So Paul Brown, can he win 2 in a row? Got a big win in that 41 car last week. Congratulations to the 41. You see John Stanley finishing the second. Leon Ganari got that third place finish there just at the end. W2 Vandeven gets a fourth place finish, and Felimanov fifth. All right, that's the end of the warm-up session.
A lot of soul.
This is Daytona tonight. 80 laps. Race number 2 of the season. Okay, it looks like they're going to do a little bit of a restart here just to let one more driver try to get in. Like we might be waiting on one more driver here to give it another shot. Some of these guys have had some trouble connecting. Today we have drivers from all around the world here, so So wait. All right, it looks like they're going to be going to race here in about 30 seconds, so keep your fingers crossed. All right, it does look like we got everybody in here now, so that's good news, at least for now.
Attention grid, we're all non-essential.
And now, race fans, for the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome your Grand Marshal, singer, songwriter, megastar, and Ford truck man, Toby Keith.
It's time to get in, sit down, shut up, hold on.
Start your engine!
All right, here the starting order. Paul Brown, the 41, starts in Q1. John Stanley starts second. Alexander Meshkov starts in the third position. Brendan Hassel starts fourth. Starting in the fifth position will be Dennis Udichin in the 47 car. Jim Willis starts sixth. Michael Brooks starts in the seventh position. Thomas Gowom starts eighth. Starting in the ninth position is Claudio Bardelli Jr. in the ninth position. Jesus Iglesias starts 10th. Jordan Schwartz starts in the 11th position. Vasily Katanakis starts in the 12th position. Johan Tavares starts in the 13th position. Leon Ganari starts in 14th. Will Dunbar starts in the 15th position. In 16th is Zach Munkesi. Starting in 17th will be Luca Simpner. In the 21, in 18th is Ed Palomo. Javaldo Spindola starts in 19th. Stanislav Pavlov starts in 20th. Pavel Filimonov starts in the 21st position, and Eugene Zaglotko starts in 22nd. Keep in mind that rFactor
Attention road, we're all non-essential.
Okay, this is for real this time. Anybody who's watching the knows rFactor 2 knows the deal. 22 drivers joining us. All right, 22 drivers here joining us. Again, thank you so much for joining us. This is Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator. And this is Daytona International tonight. So Paul Brown will start on that inside line John Stanley starts second. Meshkov, how about that, man? Alexander Meshkov in the 77 starts in the third position. Preston Hassel will start fourth. Dennis Eudigen will start in the fifth position. Jim Willis will start sixth. Michael Brooks in the ninth car starts in seventh. Thomas Golem in the 77 starts eighth. Claudio Bardelli Jr. in the 27 starts in the ninth position. A couple 27 cars out there. Jesus Iglesias in the 0 starts in the 10th position. Schwartz, Katarnakis, Tavares, Scanari, Dunbar, Munkasi, Sinfer, Palumbo, Spindola, Zaglatko, Pavlov, and Filimonov. All right, the pace car is in. Here we go. 80 laps at Daytona.
Green flag, go, go, go.
We're finally started. That's good news. The 41 down on the inside line. You see John Stanley, the 12 car, up on the outside line here, coming around down the backstretch. So far, so good. Nose to tail. John Stanley's taking the lead there on the outside line. He's got a little bit of help from Preston Hassel in the 27 car. Paul Brown in third. Take a look at Dennis Eudigen right now running in the fifth position. Definitely got to be one of those drivers in the conversation about winning this race. These guys get a lot of stock car experience over in that Russian rFactor 2 server. Who's got that league. Does a great job with a lot of different mods, and this 47 car looking pretty solid here tonight. Everybody's sort of behaving here. Michael Brooks in the 03 car. Got a good little starting position in the sixth position. Just behind him is Claudio Bardelli Jr., nose to tail now. Pretty much everybody on that inside line. You have a little bit of a crew there on the outside line. A little bit further back, we'll take a look at the 5. Jim Willis is up on the outside line. Is 29 just behind him. Zach Munkasi. Now Munkasi now stuck up there on the outside by himself as Jim Willis dove down to the bottom line. So Munkasi in that 29 car now having to deal with the 63 of Givaldo Spindola. Sergei Butsev wants to know why all the drivers are on the inside. I think they just want to behave right now. Kind of feel each other out here. We've had a little bit of a challenge getting things started. Running a little bit late here, about 15 minutes late. It looks like we've got a good clean start. That is good news. So John Stanley, the leader, Preston Hassel in second. Michael Brooks up on the outside line here with the 47. Dennis Eudigen. Oh, there might be a little bit of contact right there. Claudio Bardelli Jr., he's looking like he's going to sneak through. Take a look at Thomas Golom here running in the 10th position, that 77 car. 42 of Vasily Katarnakis just ahead. Gordon Schwartz at his first race out running in the 11th position. A little bit of a gap now back to Leon Ganari in the 6th position. in the 12th position in that 6 car. So there's a little bit of a gap there. Now the 11 of Ed Palumbo running in the 13th position. So now really kind of a third pack. I shouldn't say a full pack here because Leon kind of ran it by himself. And he's caught back up to the 71 car, so that's good news for him. So we've got 2 packs now. 1 through 12 in one pack and 13 through 22 in the second pack. Johan Tavares in the 17 car. Ooh, a little bit of a wobble there out of him. He gets down in front of Will Dunbar in the 88. Valdo Spindola just behind him, running in the 16th position. So right now, nose to tail. See this Thomas Golwam in the 77 going to the outside line on that 42, side by side there. Golwam trying to get something started up on the outside line, and he's got a little bit of help from the 71 car. Number 6 gets in this mix as well. This guy's getting a little bored and wanting to start to get a little racy. Oh, there might have been some contact with the 77 and the 00. Oh, I'm not sure he's going to end up going anywhere here on this outside line. He might end up giving up some positions. We got a yellow flag here now. So our first yellow flag here, 8 laps in. John Stanley will pick up the pace car. Gordon Swartz might have come around. We'll take a look and see what happened as John Stanley picks up the pace car. Take a look at Jordan Schwartz here in the 71 car. Oh, and he gets up into that 77, it looked like, and spins around. I don't know if there was some secondary incident here or not, but the 71 up against the wall. And there was some contact there. Yeah, we'll take a look at this again. There's a 71 climbing up the track here. And just sucks into the 77. And then there was some secondary contact, I believe. Watch this. Oh, man, I don't know what happened there. The 85 just got into... Wow, that was crazy right there. Whether he just didn't see him or what, or was getting up out of the way out of the 29 car, but he got up on the high line. Oh, he spun right here. He got into Jordan Schwartz. So the 12, John Stanley. John Stanley, Preston Hassel, 1-2, Paul Brown in third, Meshkoff in the fourth position. Dennis Yudishin in 5th. So good turnout here for race number 2, and we heard some rumblings from another league that there wouldn't be anybody that would show up for this race or this series. Well, 18 on the first week, 22 on the second week. Makes it pretty much puts that argument to rest, doesn't it? But we really got, look, I am lucky enough to have a lot of contacts from a lot of various leagues here. We've got a lot of folks from Russian rFactor 2. We've got Sim Racing Mania represented. We've got NASCAR BR coming out here as well. I know Chachalowski's crew. There's some guys here, our regulars from Brazil that are racing with us. And some of our HORL guys come back out of the woodwork there. Ganari, he's back out here to race with us. And then don't forget about Tavares as well, racing with us as well. Those guys have taken a little bit of a break, but some of our Caribbean drivers coming out to race with us. You see John Stanley coming down pit lane here. He and Preston Hassel going to be working together, I believe. That gives a race lead to Lucas Simpner in the 21 car. Take a look at the Givaldo Spindola in the ES63. He's out right now in the second position. So great turnout here in our second race of the season. Sifter in first. I think he'll probably come down pit lane here. We'll see. Spindola in the second position. Paul Brown third. Stanley in the fourth position. So Stanley lost a position on pit lane. At least one position. I know Paul Brown pitted in the same lap. The Glotko has retired his machine. I think he might have gotten into.
Pit road will be open this time.
He might have gotten into that car up on the outside line. What a tough break there for the 71. Major damage for him. So a tough break for Eugene Zaglotko. He's had a tough break there from the get-go today because she had trouble getting into the server. We had to kind of, wait on him, and then he got kicked and so forth. So. Unfortunately, not a good night there for Eugene Zaglotko. Spindola and also Jim Willis on pit lane. So I see the 5-car, Jim Willis, making a pit stop. So the 41 of Paul Brown will start in the second position, I believe, unless Luca dives down pit lane. Don't forget to check out Zank Drives on Twitch. He's live streaming from his cockpit. Is Zachman Casey. He's currently in the 17th position, so he does a lot of live streaming on Twitch. I believe it is Zank Drives, if I'm not mistaken. Guess I can look. Yeah, Zank Drives. Z-A-N-K Drives. chatting from or live streaming from his cockpit. So Schwartz now 2 laps down after taking service. Did a pretty fair amount of damage. It's like Sinfer is coming down pit lane with the 1 to go, or as we do the 1 to go, and that's going to give the race lead to Paul Brown, I believe. So Sinfer on pit lane taking some service. We got a couple guys on pit lane here, so maybe trying a little strategy. Bardelli Jr., Iglesias, Simpner, and Zaglotko out of the race. Jordan Schwartz coming back down pit lane. Guys maybe topping off with fuel and coming back out. Take a look at our side-by-side there as we see Claudio Bardelli Jr. coming back out on track. Paul Brown, the race leader, will start on the inside line. Bardelli Jr. see coming out in the 20th position. So Paul Brown in that 41 car. John Stanley on the outside line. So Paul Brown's going to start on the inside. '27 Preston Hassel starts at the inside line. Alexander Meshkov in the 77 will start in 4th. Looks like everybody kind of dove down to that bottom line on this first run. Late in that run, everybody started getting a little bored and started to take some chances, and we've got our first caution flag. So I would suggest to you the pace car is going to come in this time by. Pace car is off. Here we go. Getting ready to go back green to start lap 14.
Green flag, go, go, go.
John Stanley given a little bit of room there by Preston Hassel. Preston Hassel in the 3rd position. Meshkov in 4th. Take a look at Meshkov. He's up on that high line. He's going to lose some positions here. Can't get something figured out. On board here with Alexander Meshkov. Oh, a little bit of contact right there. Katarnakis gets into the back of Meshkov, gets him a little squirrely. 11 car, Ed Palumbo down to the bottom line here. He's looking to try to get through. 17, Johan Tavares in this mix as well. So Meshkov in that Subway sponsor machine up on the outside line, continuing to drop positions. This outside line just needs a little bit more help to get started. They're 3 wide. 03 taking the 3 wide in the middle. 42, Katarnakis up high. He's going to give him some room. Michael Brooks in the 03 car gaining a spot there by going through the middle. Guys are starting to get a little dicey here. 77 wants to try to find a way to get through. That outside line is stuck. They just need more guys up there. 42, Katarnakis, he's running in the 13th position. He's up on that outside line in that National Guard sponsor machine. All aboard here with him as Michael Brooks just ahead. See that 5 car. That's Jim Willis. He's got a lot of stock car experience, man. Races late models in real life as well. Loves racing. Take a look at Zach Munkasi in the 29. Now up to the 14th position. It's by Vasily Katonakis. Meshkov in 13th, just ahead. Our race leader is Paul Brown. Nose to tail there with John Stanley and Preston Hassel. 3 stock car aficionados. You got Dennis Udichin. He also got a lot of talent, man, in that 47 car. Udichin running in P4. An interesting paint scheme. I'd say that's a Chipotle. There we go. Chippendale. Okay. There we go. How about that? Rescue Rangers. We'll get a look at that scheme. Leon Gennari got a big, a really good finish last week. Now running in the 5th position, so he's had a pretty good couple races. What, man, he's really, kind of upped his game here since first coming out in the Saturday Night Thunder. Hadn't heard from him in a while, and announced this series, and both he and his partner, Johan Tavares, jumped in right away. So, down below that yellow line, not able to make passes there below the yellow line. That is out of bounds, so. And Palumbo in the 6th position in that 11 car. Just behind him, Thomas Golom in the 77. Johan Tavares running in the 8th position. Pavel Filimonov, he's had a little bit of a challenge here with the server tonight, but glad he got in that 57 car. Right now running in the 9th position. 63, Givaldo Spindola running in the top 10. Michael Brooks up to the outside line as he's got a little bit of run here. Let's see what he's going to do. Maybe he got tired of following. Michael Brooks up on the outside, trying to make some moves here in that 03 car. He's going to play back up there. It looks like the 47 gets out of line. Now they're 3 wide. Michael Brooks going to the outside, 3 wide. Cooler heads prevailed. Looks like Michael Brooks gets through. The 17's going to get through. Pavel Filimonov in that 57 car, kind of watching that out of the front of his machine. Down below Jim Willis in the 5 car. So the 57, Pavel Filimonov running in the 12th position. Paul Brown continuing to lead as a 12 of John Stanley just behind him. So Michael Brooks, I think his mantra is kind of jump out there, get a little slingshot move, gain a couple spots, and just keep chipping it. Wow! Man, chipping away that 47. That 03. Oh, they're close. Close racing right there. There might have been some pace swapping going on between the 47 and the 03. 63, Givaldo Spindola had a ringside seat for that one. Keep our eyes on this one. This isn't over. 03 and the 47. There's still contact. These guys dicing around a little bit. Givaldo Spindola, he's going to try to get through here. He's a good super speedway racer. And he cleared that 03 car. That 03 wants to try to get in, sneak in there, and the 5 car gives him some room. Jim Willis gives him a little bit of room. And Spindola gets by. Take a look. Watch out of Jim Willis's machine. See that 03 stuck up on that outside line as the 63 getting through, and the 03 going to stick this car between these 2 cars. You see Jim Willis got out of the gas right there and let him have this spot. And that's just savvy driving right there by Jim Willis. John Stanley here running in P2. Good run here for the 12 car. We call him Staple Gun. Staple Gun
Yellow,
Stanley.
yellow, yellow.
Oh, we got a yellow flag there. It looked like Udichin got into the wall. hard into the wall, and that takes out some drivers here. So we got a ton of guys spinning around. Udich in the 47 car, 85 also involved in this. For a second caution flag here on lap 23. And you see that 47 turning that wheel all the way to the right there, so definitely some damage for him. Glacius involved as well as the pace car is out. Lucas Symphony might have got caught up in that as well. See what happened here is the 47 on the outside line. See the 63 goes down to the bottom line, so I don't know if they're 3 wide or what, but the 47 gets up into the 03, and I had a feeling that was going to happen before long. And then guys coming around, not a very good camera angle right there. Oh, the 5 just takes a shot. 85 in this mix. Out of the front of Jim Willis machine. He had nowhere to go. On board here with Jim Willis. There's contact right there. I don't know whether 63 got into the back of him or not. Take a look at this again. There's been a little bit of contact right there. There's been a little contact with that 63 car. Now takes out a ton of cars. Look at this, Felimonov and his view of this. You see this guy's got together, and he's going to get taken out. Oh, hard into the wall for the 57 car. Jim Willis had nowhere to go as well. He got worse into that as well.
Will be open this time.
So Paul Brown, the leader. We're going to get some guys making pit stops here. Second caution flag of the night. Two guys coming down pit lane here. A lot of drivers coming down pit lane. Paul Brown on pit lane. Almost a little accident right there between the 27 and the 77 coming off pit lane. Lucas Simpner back to the race lead. He's going to have to come back down pit lane, I'm sure. Don't forget, later tonight we have Atlanta Motor Speedway, 120 laps, race number 4 of the season. The Saturday Night Thunder. Great little series there if you're interested in some cup racing in the Saturday Night Thunder. Come on out and join us. Call it Beat the Broadcaster Night. I think I'm leading in the points right now. Yeah, so come on out. You think you can beat me? Come on out. I'm just lucky so far. So Atlanta coming up. I love this track. So watch out. The 07 car might be in victory lane tonight in the Saturday Night Thunder.
Pit road will be open this time.
Simpler staying out here, maybe going to pit with the 1 to go. 42, Vasily Katanakis running in the 2nd position. I know I have the car numbers up there. They don't match actually what's on the thing because we have skin uploads enabled. The High Octane Racing League Bushwhacker Series will be back in action at Pocono Raceway next Friday, December the 17th, race number 7 of the season. Great little series we've had here. Racing starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're more than welcome to come out and join us, it'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. Great Friday night series. Paul Brown back to the race lead. Preston Hassel in 2nd, John Stanley in 3rd position. Leon Ganare up to the 4th spot, and Palumbo is 5th. So a great top 5 right there.
It'll be 1 to go this time by.
All right, here we go. Getting ready to go back green. This guy's getting things sorted out. Kind of a mess on the radio right now. Here we go. Pace car's off. Paul Brown on the inside line will lead the field to go back to the green flag. Oh, there's some dicing around about the 5th, 6th position here. We'll take a look at Ed Palumbo running in the 11th position, or 11th car in the 5th spot, 27. Claudio Bardelli Jr. just behind him. Take a look at the 29 of Zach Mukasey up on the outside line. Just behind him, Will Dunbar in the 88 car. Pavel Filimonov in the 57 working on the bottom line. Just ahead of him is the 17, Johan Tavares. 57, Filimonov now in the 11th position. These guys side by side here. Maybe got a little board racing nose to tail. Sergey says battle for the inside line. Oh, right there. Some contact between the 29 and the 17. Always a little scared to use that outside line. Guys starting to dice around a little bit. Michael Brooks in the 03 car. Now behind the 57. Pavel Filimonov. Running in the 12th position. These guys side by side. Take a look at Alexander Meshkov in that Subway-sponsored Mustang. Down on the bottom line there, and they're 3 wide. As Thomas Golom stuck in the middle, looks like he's going to get up to the high side. Oh, he might have pushed Meshkov down below the line. Oh, we got another yellow flag. Oh! It's a big one. Meshkov gets through. Stanislav Pavlov is in this mix. I had a feeling, man, it was they were 3 wide there that this was going to happen. Golom involved. 17. Johan Tavares involved. Paul Brown now. Paul Brown leading the field here. See what happened here. Look here as down that backstretch, 17 and the 27, I believe, or the 57 and the 17 get together. Looks like that 17 might have closed in on the 57 and spins him, and these guys trying to check up. 7 takes a ride right there. That's 17 across the track. See right here, 17 keeps diving down to that bottom line, and he's going to get into the 57 car and start a chain reaction. Golom has nowhere to go. He's going to end up getting involved here. Take a look at this. These guys are 3 wide here. There's going to be nowhere to go as these guys get together and there's contact. Oh my God. hard lick for the 77 car. We got in front of Jim Willis' machine. What happens here? It's going to close up. Hurry right there for him. Oh, man, that is a hard lick for the 5 car. It looked like Tavares might have come down on the 57 car. All right, Paul Brown, the leader. So we have a caution flag. Horrible crash. Sergey said horrible crash. You're right. It was a horrible crash. A lot of guys checking up. They got 3 wide there before. There was just nowhere to go.
Pit road will be open this time for lead lap cars.
So good to see Sergey Butsev in here. Man, that guy can absolutely drive just about any car you put him in. And good to see him joining us in the chat session. One of our GT3 Series aficionados. Also IndyCar Series as well. Does a great job in those series, so good to see Sergey out tonight. The 41 coming down pit lane. It's Michael Brooks now the race leader in the 03 car. Lucas Simfer shown in the 2nd position. And I would suggest he's probably going to come down pit lane. We'll see. Don't forget tonight's race brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. Not only here in the United States, but all around the world. We can find you a server in your region. You can manage it through EliteHostingUSA.com. We'll say thank you so much for coming out to TurnLeftTV and joining me here on the broadcast tonight. Please hit that thumbs up button and let me know you were here. Appreciate you being here. We had the dog visit a little while ago. She definitely is the star of the show. There's no doubt about that. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. It's right there. Just give it a little smash. Peace to everybody out there. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. And then also go down to the description of this race and click on those links and follow them over to the Fanatec website. A lot of people have been buying some stuff here around Christmas using those links. And I want to say thank you so much. Thanks for coming out and watching the races here. And also joining in the chat session to see Sergey in here chatting it up. Somebody needs to join him. Paulo Chachalowski, he was in here doing the dab a little while ago. I pulled my earpiece out of my ear. And I'm such an amateur. But hey, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you being here. So Michael and Luca, Michael Brooks, Lucas Simfer, 1-2. Vasily Katanakis shown in the 3rd position. Johan Tavares is 4th. Now Johan's going to have to come down pit lane and make do a drive-through, start at the tail end of the lead of the longest line.
It'll be 1 to go this time by.
All right, so now he's all right, so these guys are getting this figured out here. My God. All right, 42. Vasily Katarnakis on the inside line of 41.
Green flag, go, go, go.
All right, here back to green. See the 11 and the 88 there running together. That is Ed Palumbo, Will Dunbar running in the 10th and the 11th positions. Vasily Katarnakis is the race leader now. As the 41 of Paul Brown in second, Leon Ganari in the third position. John Stanley in fourth, so it's good to see him back up front. 27, Claudio Bardelli Jr. is in the fifth position. Take a look at Givaldo Spindle in the 63 car, running in the sixth spot. Just behind him is Zachman Casey. Looking out of the front of Givaldo Spindle's machine at Claudio Bardelli Jr., that 27 car. John Stanley just ahead there in the 12th position, or 12 car, running in P4. Now to the back of Givaldo's car, you see Zachman Casey. Zach running in that 29 car. Eshkoff in the 77, running in the 8th position. Stanislav Pavlov in the 85, running in P9. Second pack here led by Ed Palumbo in the 11 car, Will Dunbar. Take a look at him in the 88, running in P11. Number 5 of Jim Willis, running in the 12th position. And 57 of Pavel Filimonov, just behind him. Looking out at the back of Will Dunbar's machine. At that 5 of Jim Willis. Look at Preston Hassel here Also running in the 27 scheme. Just behind Pavel Filimonov, running in P14. Filimonov is in the 13th position. So we got a little bit of a breakaway there. Michael Brooks trying to get around here on the outside. This 03 car trying to make some moves. He's going to need some help here, doing a little slingshot. Is he going to get the room he needs to get back down in the groove? Side the 00. That's Jesus Iglesias in the 00 car. Back up here with Vasily Katanakis. Paul Brown in second. Leon Ganari is in the third position in that 6 car. John Stanley fourth. Claudio Bardelli Jr. is in fifth. Nose to tail for these guys. These guys get a little racy back here in that second pack. Look at Jim Willis here running behind the 88 of Will Dunbar. Jim Willis right now running in the 12th spot. Will Dunbar is in 11th. Ed Palumbo in the 10th spot. Lucas Simpner way up the track, and now 21. It's a 71. The inside line there. This is why we need tags. This is Jordan Schwartz in the 71 car. He had some big-time damage on an earlier incident, and he is 1 lap down. Jesus Iglesias, the first car, 1 lap down, so he's in the lucky dog position. He is running in the 19th spot. Michael Brooks in the 03 car. Inside, on the outside line, and he's going to have to play a little protect on that inside. He's going to end up losing another position because Dennis Unichin in the 47 car looking on the low side. He and the 00 side by side. The 00 trying to sneak in right there, and he does. That's Iglesias. He is not on the lead lap, but he wants to try to maintain that lucky dog spot. Preston Hassel here in that 27 car. Fighting that 03. Michael Brooks up on the outside. Preston Hassel now in 14th. Just ahead of him is Ed Palumbo running in P13. Will Dunbar leading the pack here. He's running in the 10th spot. Leading the second pack. Jim Willis just behind him, that 57. Pavel Filimonov also in this second pack. Vasily Katarnakis in the 42 is in the lead. Paul Brown in second. 45 laps in. Thomas Golem out of the race there. What a tough break there for him. He had some pretty significant damage on that last crash, and he is going to finish in the 21st position. Vasily Katarnakis in the 42 car, the leader. Paul Brown in the 41 is in second. The 6 And Leon Ganari in the third position. John Stanley fourth. Bardelli Jr. is in fifth. Take a look at our sixth place car, the 29. Zach McCasey, actually Givaldo Spindola in the sixth position. And that's 63 car. Zach McCasey in the 29 running in seventh. Alexander Meshkov running in the eighth position, and Stanislav Pavlov kind of out there by himself there just a little bit. He's got to hold on to the tail end of that draft. Definitely don't want to lose that draft. He is running in the ninth position, the last car in this front group. And he may have a little bit of damage he's dealing with. Going to have to stay in line, stay behind the 77. Hold on to that draft. Jordan Schwartz and Jesus Iglesias here battling for position. This is for the lucky dog spot. Jordan Schwartz in the 71 car. On the inside is going to take that lucky dog position. He is now up to the 19th spot as Jesus Iglesias drops back. So Iglesias in the 00. Now back to 20th. Everybody sort of behaving now as nose to tail. Leading that second group is Will Dunbar. We might even end up having a third group here as these guys starting to break away a little bit. Looks like they have, so we got a 5-car breakaway for pack number 2. Michael Brooks back in the 15th position in that 03 car. Just ahead of him, Preston Hassel. Now, Preston Hassel is in 14th, but it's a little bit of a gap there between the two, about a 1.5 second gap. He's running behind Ed Palumbo. Jim Willis here in the 5 car, running behind the 88 of Will Dunbar. Leaving off in the 57. Running in the 12th position. Dennis Udichin. Lucas Simpner up on the high line. Dennis Udichin in that 47 car down on the bottom line. So Lucas Simpner, the 21, tucks in as the 47 makes that pass. Dipping down below the yellow lines. But you're not improving your position there. No racing below the yellow line. Paternak is continuing to lead here on lap 51. Start, going to the high side here. We got some guys that said, hey man, let's switch it up here a little bit. Let's make it a little interesting. As a 41 and the 6. Up to the high side. Katernakas down on the inside, and he has got a lot of work to do to try to get back in line. He's on the inside line. Oh, he might be coming down pit lane. Katernakas making a pit stop here as Paul Brown takes the lead. So Katernakas on pit lane. We'll take a look at the Vasily Katernakas, who's making a pit stop. Paul Brown, the leader. Leon Ganari up to the second position. John Stanley in third. And we might start seeing some pit stops here. See the 42 finishing up his pit stop. So the 42 has made his pit stop, coming back out here on lap 52. He is out there by himself. That is a tough decision. Come down pit lane by yourself. You really need some drafting partners. Sergey Butsev says, interesting. That is interesting. Paul Brown, the leader. Leon Ganare in second. He got a great finish last week. Paul Brown won the race last week. Can he make it 2 in a row? John Stanley in third. Bardelli Jr. in the fourth position. Givaldo Spindola in fifth. Givaldo having a great run. Take a look at the S63. Givaldo Spindola running in P5. Great run for him. Talking about him last night, one of our most loyal HORL members. This guy's out each and every race. See the 03 down on the bottom line there as those guys going by. And Michael Brooks running in P17 in the 03 car. Those guys go by, the front group. So interesting strategy, Katanakis making the pit stop, but maybe a little bit too early, as Sergey Butsev pointing out in the chat session. Too early for the pits. Katanakis now reclaiming a spot. Now back up to the 16th position. These guys close it in on Vasily. Now this could be a little good news, bad news for him, because even though he did come down pit lane, and he is technically still on the lead lap, he is tail into the lead lap. What he's going to do is he's going to have at least this group to draft with, rather than sitting out there by himself. At least he's going to have a little bit of a. He's getting over here, letting these guys go through. You got to make sure you try to tuck in and grab onto the tail end of this group. They're all going to have to make pit stops. And one of the risks of actually, pitting as a group is the contact with other cars. So 42 might catch a break here. Take a look at this. Stanislav Pavlov in the 85 car running in the 8th position. Been a quiet night for Pavlov. For maybe a little bit of earlier incident there, but he has gotten his car, kept his car up here in the top 10 running in P8. So 42 tucks in, 42 Katanakis running in the 16th position. Well, they're dicing around there as looks like the 11 car. Oh, I don't know what's going on there, but these guys coming down pit lane. Oh, man, it is a ton of speed. Guys all coming down pit lane. My heavens, did you see that? Take a look here. Watch this, man. These guys all decide they're going to come down pit lane here, and it gets to be messy. It had almost some contact right there with the 11 car. He gets around the 5. 11 keeps on going. 57 and the 11 car keep on going, but man, that got crazy right there. Watch this. Oh, there was contact right there. Oh my gosh. How in the world did the 17 get through that? Now there was contact. Now the 27 of the race lead here. This is Bardelli Jr. as we got Paul Brown, John Stanley, Leon Ganare on pit lane. So we've got some of the leaders here coming down pit lane.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And we got a yellow flag. Oh, no. I had a feeling with all those pitting together that there was going to be a yellow flag come out. And you see those guys coming back out off pit lane as the PES car deploys. They've already got that service done, so that might be good news for them. This will be interesting. Bardelli Jr. is the leader. We'll have to see what happened here. Oh, there was contact. Schwartz got into the back of, these guys are too wide. And Schwartz gets into the back of the 88 who had just come back off pit lane. And into 71 coming around. The 00 also coming around. Iglesias. See if we can't get this a little bit earlier here. Will Dunbar coming back off pit lane. Rejoins the track right here on the inside. And these guys just run right over him here. The 00. And there's more contact right there, the 47 and the 00. So 71, watching him come around. Go on board here, or this is going to get tight in a hurry. So these guys rolling up on right there, man. Oh! And there more contact. Wow.
Pit road will be open this time for lead lap cars.
Your 29 car there on pit lane. Late race caution flag here with 20 laps to go. So look who's in the lead, Pavel Filimonov. Look at that, Jomar Peixoto joining us in the chat session. Good to see him. So Pavel Filimonov to the lead. And look at that, Alexander Meshkov in P2 in S77 car, huh? That's going to be a fan favorite, I'm sure, if he comes away with a race victory. Bardelli Jr. in the 27 up to the third spot. Now, Stanislav Pavlov is in the 4th position. Running in P5 is Jim Willis in the 5 car.
Pit road will be open this time.
So getting some questions about the lucky dog, Sergey. That was Jim Willis. He got the lucky dog, so good news for him. I believe it was Jim Willis. Had Palumbo on pit lane here, so these guys are sorting the field here. It's a little dicey, man. This is a good example. If anybody from Studio 397 is watching this, get the driver tags fixed and released. When you have folks from sort of all around the world and unfamiliar paint schemes and so forth, there's a little bit of a challenge there getting the field sorted out on a caution flag. These stock car guys have been griping about this for a while, and Studio 397 hopefully is going to step on the gas pedal and get this thing fixed. So for these guys, so it's a little confusion there for some of these guys where they need to be. Stanislav Pavlov in the 57 car is our leader. Leon Ganare is in the 2nd position. All right, 57. It's like Filimonov has decided to take the outside line here. Interesting on this choice. Leon Ganare in the 6 car is going to start on the inside line. 41 of Paul Brown starts on the inside line. John Stanley in the 12 starts on the outside line. So here we go. The pace car's off.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Jim Willis getting the penalty. Back to green as Pavel Filimonov is the leader.
Yellow.
We got a yellow flag there. It looks like some guys were oh, there, yeah, 57. We've got a caution flag there. 57 leading the field. Leon Gennari is in second. John Stanley third. Paul Brown fourth. Lucas Simfeter in fifth. Johan Tavares, I think, got his lucky dog, so he's going to come around. Lucky for him. It's like a Leon Gennari up to the second position, man. Pretty solid effort here for him tonight. 12. John Stanley's in the third spot. Paul Brown fourth. Lucas Simfeter in the fifth position. Here on lap 66. We have 22 drivers here joining us. What were they saying? Nobody would be coming out for this race. Nobody would be coming out for this series, which started last week. Well, we're going to prove the haters wrong, right? We got 22 drivers that have joined us.
Pit road will be open this time for lead lap cars.
So I got to wonder if the guys are going to come down pit lane here, and looks like no. So interesting there. Dennis Yudichin on pit lane in the 47 car. So a couple guys on pit lane here taking a Leon Ganare in second. John Stanley third. Paul Brown fourth. Lucas Simpner fifth.
Pit road will be open this time.
Don't forget the Saturday Night Thunder headed your way tonight at 9 p.m., man. Let's beat the broadcaster night on Saturday Night Thunder. So the broadcaster, by the way, is leading in the points right now. What you going to do about that? 120 laps. Tonight here at Atlanta, race number 4 of the season. Open setups, 1X tires, 1X fuel, 60% damage setting. Should be a great little race tonight. Pocono Raceway coming up next week in the Bushwhacker Series, 70 laps, race number 7. It's been a great series, man. Both those series, really a long, storied series. I mean, 20 years these guys have been around. So the Bushwhackers coming up next week, December 17th, race number 7 of the season.
It'll be 1 to go this time by.
Right, we're getting to 1 to go here. Sorry if we had a little communication there with the administration. So it looks like Filimonov will start in P1 on the inside line. Leon Ganare starts on the outside line in P2. John Stanley, how about that, man? In the 12 car, starts in the 3rd position. Paul Brown starts in 4th. Lucas Simpner in the 5th position in the 21 car. 29 of Zach Casey starts in P5. So we will take the green flag, start lap 70, scheduled to go 80 laps here. Got some good green flag runs, a couple caution flags here back to back. And hopefully everybody sort of, I know I'm wishing for a lot, but you're late in the race. Hopefully everybody exercises a little bit of patience. We've had 22 drivers joining us. Looks like we have 4 out of the race. Assel, Schwartz, Goom, and Zagladko all out of the race. 2 cars, 1 lap down or 2 laps down. Brooks and Iglesias, 1 lap and 2 laps down, respectively. 16 cars on the lead lap. Pace cars off. Valimanov will lead the field, take the green flag.
Green flag.
Starting
Go, go,
lap
go.
70. All right, back to green.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh, no. Another yellow flag there. As it looks like the 17 cars come around. Johan Tavares has come around here. So, don't know if he had some contact or he got turned. We'll see what happened here. Like we're on our 4th caution flag of the night. Not too bad, I guess, with this many drivers, 22 drivers, and at Daytona. So we'll see what happened here. Tavares gets up into the 0-0, and then the 0-0 bounces off the wall, gets back down into him. It looks like he just got, there, maybe touched the apron or whatever, but he comes up the track and gets into the 0-0. 0-0 had nowhere to go on that one. Out of the back of Meshkov's machine. You watch this on this restart. Just 17 gets up the track and gets into that 0-0 car. And those guys go spinning. 0-0 looks like he's okay. There's Jesus Iglesias. Michael Brooks gets the lap back there, so good news for him. As we go back to live here. So Michael Brooks, the lucky dog. Not a very good placement of that, is it? There we go. A little bit better. So it looks like Johan Tavares has retired his machine. Well, these laps clicking off here are exactly what Pavel Filimonov wants to see. I would imagine they're running up front. So we get another caution flag. We might have a green-white checker situation. Leon Ganare here having a good run, man. This is the second race in a row he's had a good run. And we'll take a look at the point standings coming into tonight. See Paul Brown leading with that race win last week. John Stanley second in points. Leon Ganare with a third place finish last week, third in points. Dennis Vandeven fourth. Pavel Filimonov and Ed Palumbo fifth, are tied for the fifth position. Alexander Macon not here tonight, seventh in points. You see Stephen Miller is eighth. Alexander Meshkov ninth, tied with Ricky Emerson. That's the top 10 in points coming into tonight after race one. Don't forget, next week, back at it, man. We'll be at Charlotte Motor Speedway, 100 laps there at a great mile-and-a-half track. And then Merry Christmas on December the 25th, and we're going to come back at it at Bristol Motor Speedway on January the 1st. Beating and banging and working off the hangover, the New Year's Eve hangover on at Bristol Motor Speedway, 200-lap race there. And Indianapolis coming up on January the 8th. See Texas on the 15th of January, Nashville on the 22nd, and Talladega Superspeedway on January the 29th.
Road will be open this time.
So I wonder if Filimonov's going to take the outside line this time. You know, he's been working that outside line a little bit, and kind of, not what I would expect. I would expect to kind of go down and protect that inside line. Lacey is on pit lane in that 00 car. He races a lot of laps here with us at HORL. Regular on a Friday nights and Saturday nights with us. Now finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track here. We're on lap 74 of 80.
It'll be one to go this time by.
All right, it looks like one to go, and Filimonov has decided to go to the outside line here, and that puts Leon Ganari in second. Paul Brown in the third position. John Stanley is just behind him. He's actually going to start, looks like, in the fifth spot. Is the 29 of Zach Casey. Going to start up on the outside line. So that second row will be Brown and Munkasey. Stanley and Palumbo will start in the third line in fifth and sixth. 21 of Lucas Simpner and Jim Willis in the 47 car, excuse me, in the 5 car, will start in seventh and eighth. All right, so here we go, getting ready to go back green. Let's see if we can't end this bad boy under green. Tavares retiring his machine after causing his second caution flag. Cause 2, you have to park it. So here we go, getting ready to go back grade. The pace car coming off the track this time. Here we go. Pace car off. 57 up on the outside line, leading the field.
Green flag, go,
Start
go,
lap
go.
76. 57 gets a good jump there and dives down in front of the 6 car. Just dice it around, and there we go.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
So it looked like maybe the 6 car might have come across. And we've had more caution flags here in the last 5 minutes than we've had the rest of the race. So these guys losing their patience here a little bit. We've had a really good race. That first about 3/4 of the race was just absolutely fantastic. And, things got a little bit messy here late in this race. We'll take a look and see what happened here. Oh, looks like he comes across the nose. Paul Brown, and then hard into the wall. Right there in the 6 car coming across the nose of the 41. We can't take another look at that. Right here, 41 on the inside, and then the 6 comes across the nose. See the 12 giving the 41 a little bit of help on that inside, but that 6 goes up and follows the 57. And then decides he's going to come down across the 41. I don't think he did that intentionally. Just didn't expect the 41 to be there, and the have a wreck. Leaning off the leader, Munkasey second, Paul Brown third, John Stanley fourth. We got a green-white checker now, it looks like. Woo, man. We have 2 caution flags in the first 3 quarters of this race, and we've just been stacking them up here late in the race. I don't know whether guys just lost their patience or what, but it was really a good race there early on. Well, about 3 quarters of the way through the race. Got to about a lap 50-ish, and things got a little crazy.
Pit road will be open this time for lead lap cars.
So that 57 car in the place he wants to be. Now the 29 in the second position. How about that? Zach Munkasey, who is streaming from his cockpit here at Zank Drives over at on Twitch. Now in P2. Paul Brown in the third position. John Stanley fourth. Lucas Simfeter up to the fifth position. Ed Palumbo sixth. Stanislav Pavlov seventh. Jim Willis eighth. Will Dunbar ninth. And Vasily Katanakis in the 10th position.
Pit road will be open this time.
Don't forget, a little bit later here, we'll have Atlanta Motor Speedway headed your way in the Saturday Night Thunder. 120 laps there. Race number 4 of the season. Racing starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And a great 120 lap race from Atlanta. That's a great track. Should be a lot of fun in the stock cars. And thanks for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Peace to everybody out there. Christian Wilson joining us in the chat session. Good to see him. He should be out there on the track right now. It's like, I don't want to run around under caution. But again, good to see him. Maybe we'll see him later tonight in the Stock Car Series in the Saturday Night Thunder. Peace to everybody out there. Please hit that thumbs up button. Let me know you were here. If you'd like to make a donation to TurnLeftTV, you can click on the link up in the banner of the channel. Also, you can support me by clicking on those links down in the description of this race and following those over to the Fanatec website. Appreciate everybody doing that. regardless of whether you're going to purchase something through them or not. Please follow that and help me out here. So thank you. So 57, 29, 41, and 12, 1 through 4. Symphony in the 5th position, Palumbo 6th. So getting the 1 to go. Now we had a green-white checker. Is this our first one? I think it's the first one of the season. The green-white checker here. Small graphic, isn't it? All those folks that have glasses will make that a little bit bigger for them. So the 57 going to start at the inside line as that 29 of Zach Casey starts on the outside line. Filimonov has really kept that car in the hunt. Sergei Butsev hanging out here all race, man. We appreciate that. He is, I'm sure, rooting for, I'm just taking it for granted that he's rooting for Pavel Filimonov to win this race. Zach Casey may have something to say about that in that 29 car up on the outside line. So green-white checker. A yellow flag ends this thing, or at 2 laps crossing the start-finish line. We got 2 laps to settle it. Maybe less. So here we go. Pace car coming in this time by, and let's see if we can end this thing under green. 17 drivers still in the hunt here. Actually, Glacius 1 lap down. Here we go. Back to green.
Green flag, go, go, go.
57 going to hold off a charge by the 29 and the 12. 41 behind him. You got somebody overheating there. 57 on the inside line. 12 of John Stanley dives down. A little bit of a run here from the 12 and the 41. Are they going to work together? They know they've worked a lot of laps together. 41 to the 12 go to the outside line. Now Filimonov, does he have any help? Katarnakis in the fence. '57 and the 41 side by side. Zank drives. Can he push the 41? Or excuse me, can he push the 57 car? The 41's jumped ahead on the outside line. The 41, Paul Brown. 1 lap to go. 12 up there helping him. They need to get organized on that bottom line to make a run. The 57, Filimonov, now has a run on the bottom line. 12 of John Stanley side by side, and they're wrecking behind. This is going to finish it. This is going to finish it. Big wreck back in the back. Racing to the finish line. Filimonov's got a run here coming off the turn. Filimonov now side by side with the 41. Does he have the run that he needs? Oh, the 41 inches out the 57. 41, Paul Brown to the outside line. Wow. Inches out. So the 41 car. So the 41 had a battle with that 57. Zank drives the 29. He got up there as well. And there was some shenanigans happening at the end, that's for sure. We'll take a look and see what happened. This is, oh, heck breaks loose here. 27 gets into the 5, pushes him up into the 11 car. Looks like Bardelli Jr. might have gotten up into the back of, what a heck of a finish there. There's a 27, excuse me, the 57 and the 41 that battled it out. That 57 car had a heck of a run. But the 41 car able to hold off. Look at that finish right there. At 85 to 29. Very, very close. So congratulations to Paul Brown on getting the race win. So Paul Brown gets the win at Daytona. Congratulations to him. We'll take a look at the finishing results here. Paul Brown gets the race win. Pavel Filimonov finishes in second. John Stanley third. Lucas Simpner finishes in the fourth position. Zach Casey finishes fifth. Finishing in the sixth position is Stanislav Pavlov. Will Dunbar seventh. Dennis Udishin finishes in the eighth position. Claudio Bardelli Jr. finishes ninth. Givaldo Spindola finishes in the 10th spot. Finishing in the 11th position is Vasily Katanakis. Michael Brooks finishes 12th. Leon Gennari finishes in the 13th position. Ed Palumbo 14th. Alexander Meshkov finishes in the 15th position. Jim Willis 16th. Jesus Iglesias finishes in the 17th position. Johan Tavares 18th. Preston Hassel finishes 19th. And Jordan Schwartz finishing in the 20th position. In the 21st position is Thomas Golom. And finishing in 22nd is Eugene Zagladko. A tough break there for him. We'll see if we can't get Paul Brown up in the booth here with us. That was a little messy race there toward the end, but first half of that race was pretty interesting. See if we can't get Paul Brown up in the booth with us. All right, Paul Brown joined us up here in the booth, and I think it goes without saying that last half of that race was just messy.
Yes, I agree.
First half of the race seemed like it was pretty fun. I mean, Guys were sort of behaving, and then I think a lot of the accidents really were caused by guys changing lanes and really not cognizant of somebody below them, and that happened to you.
Yeah, kind of like Atlanta. Just not clear. Even though the spotter may say clear, you're not clear, especially at a super speedway. All of a sudden, everybody's back on top of you, even though you were clear 3 seconds ago. So yeah, a lot of that stuff going on.
A lot of that, is we race stock cars each and every week, but a lot of this, the stock car stuff's new to some of these folks, and that just comes with experience.
Oh, for sure. Yep.
A pretty good race there toward the end. You had to battle Pavel Filimonov. You had a little help up on the high side with John Stanley, but Pavel gave it a good run on the inside. He had a pretty solid night.
He did. He ran a really good race, and yeah, thanks to John for sticking with me up top there. Otherwise, I don't know what would have happened.
Well, what a good race there for you, keeping the car up front. You got Charlotte Motor Speedway coming up next week. Any thoughts on that 1.5-mile track?
Charlotte is a very bumpy track, even bumpier than Atlanta. It's going to be fun. Kind of similar to Atlanta in a way, about 1.5 miles, but different at the same time. So it could be a fun race. We'll see.
Well, hey, congratulations. 2 wins in a row in that Snap-on Tools sponsored machine. So got the 41 in victory lane. I know that's a number that means a lot to you.
Yeah, pretty cool to keep Lauren's car up front. 2 races in a row. Pretty awesome.
All right, bud. Well, we'll see you next week, and good luck to you.
Thanks, Heath.
Right, that's Paul Brown joining us up here in the booth. Congratulations to him on getting the race win, and also a good battle there toward the end. With Pavel Filimonov as well. Don't forget, we have some great racing coming up here later this evening at Atlanta Motor Speedway, race number 4 of the season in the Saturday Night Thunder. High Octane Racing League's premier stock car series, Cup Series. Open setups, 1X tires, 1X fuel, 60% damage rating, and a great series. It's called the Beat the Broadcaster Night. Racing will start at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I actually get out of the broadcast booth and get into the cockpit. We've had a pretty good season here so far, so let's see who's got what it takes to beat up on the broadcaster. Atlanta Motor Speedway coming up a little bit later here this evening. Well, I want to say thank you so much for coming in here to join us on TurnLeftTV. That's going to do it for us for now. And we'll see you later. Thanks to all those folks who come into the chat session. See you, Sergey Butsev. Thanks for keeping the chat lively. I am out of here.